Yo, what is up, guys? You guys shouldn't be here back again with another video for you guys. And today, as you guys probably already know, we got the Anime Crunchyroll Awards. And I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and opinions on it, who I think should have won. And then at the end, me personally, I'm just going to make my own little list of who I think should have won what award. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, and I'm just going to put it out there for you guys. And I think everybody knows it. You know it, I know it, but this year's Anime Awards for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards was just the Aura Farming Awards, basically. Like, this was a competition between Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling at the end of the day. And honestly, I'm going to be real, none of these other anime, outside maybe Film of the Year and a couple others, should have not even showed up. Like, I'm going to be real, it was pointless. This whole entire thing was just the Solo Leveling Aura Farming Awards. This wasn't the Anime of the Year Awards. This was the Aura Farming Awards. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So this is basically a list of who won what. We're just gonna start from the bottom up and then go from there. So best voice artist performance. Honestly, as far as the voice artist performance, that's here nor there for me. I'm gonna be real. Hilariously enough, One Piece and Bleach didn't win shit as far as anything else. One Piece actually won the German award for the voice actor, so congrats to him. But as far as the voice acting, it is what it is with whoever won what. So, even with the voice acting, like, Solo Leveling just swept the voice acting too, somehow. Though I will say, with Solo Leveling, whoever Sun Jin Woo's voice actor is, he does a good job. He does a good job. I'm not going to take that away from him. But even with this, it's like, come on now. Come on now. Like, the whole list is just Solo Leveling. That's how biased they were with this. Like, they basically just threw ore farming at it. And I'm not going to lie to you. I love Solo Leveling, but Season 1, you cannot tell me, outside of the fight with Igris, what was so great about that show outside of the time he aura farmed with Igris and fought him. That was it. You can't tell me otherwise, but, I'm yapping. Let's go, scroll back up here. So, let's go to, okay, best ending sequence, they gave it to Solo Leveling. I don't know, man. Who else was in this list for okay, so for the best ending sequence, it was between Enemente burning, Carbra style, tied it up, and so Solo Leveling Kaiju. Okay, you know what? I don't know. I think you could probably give it to Don, but whatever. Solo Leveling got that. Next one was the best artist performance. Oh no, hold on, let me go back. Ending sequence. Okay, opening sequence. Don actually won this one. Well deserved. I was going to lose my mind if somehow they gave this to freaking Solo Leveling. I was about to say, if it wasn't either Don or Michelle, I would have lost my mind. So this one actually pretty good. I'm not arguing this. That's pretty good. These two, I can't escape these songs no matter where I go. So there's that. Best score, they robbed Bleach of this. You're not going to tell me that Solo Leveling Season 1 had a better score than fucking Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. You're not going to tell me that. In what universe? In what universe? Outside of maybe Dark Aria, what other songs can you guys tell me were actually going crazy like that? Because I can't give you nothing. Meanwhile, Bleach out here with Treachery, the Invasion remix, fucking the 1000-Year Blood War freaking remix they did with the old Gote 13. Like, I could keep going, bro. How Bleach got robbed out of this is absolutely criminal. The runner-up for this, though, that I would give it to would probably end up being either Demon Slayer or Freerun, but Bleach easily takes this, and I swear that Shiro just keeps getting freaking shafted here, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, me personally, it's getting to a point now with these Crunchyroll awards that I don't even want Bleach to even show up sometimes with these awards, because I'm gonna be real, I feel like that they're just throwing in Bleach just to throw in Bleach, and they're salty that they didn't get it off of Disney, so they're just out here disrespecting it every single year that they throw it in a nomination. I don't even know if it got nominated last year, but like, it's getting to a point where it's like, bro, don't even put it in there if you're not even actually gonna take the shit seriously. And apparently with this, from what I was told, majority of the vote goes to the actual judges, whereas only 30% of the vote goes to Solo Leveling. But there's no way in hell you can tell me that Solo Leveling had a better score than Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Core 3. There's no way in hell. Like, unless you can give me another song that played some crazy music that you guys actually know of outside of Dark Aria, because that's all I can remember from Season 1 of Solo Leveling, this isn't season 2, this is season 1, then I don't know what they were smoking on this. Bleach should have won that. Bleach should have won that. He got robbed. Anyway, moving on to the next one, best anime song. Don Da Don, yep, no argument there. Once again, Don Da Don and freaking Michelle, those two have some of the most catchy songs of all time. No arguments there. We all knew that, Must Protect at All Costs was going to be Anya. Let's be real, we all knew that was going to be Anya. That wasn't going to be anywhere near a surprise. Best supporting character being Fern. I'm not going to argue about that. I think that, she was a great supporting character, and with Frieren, their supporting cast is just really, really good. So I do not have any complaints about this. So that's not too bad. Best main character, I wanted to know what the fuck they were smoking, because season 1 was basically him aura farming. That was it. Tell me, somebody in the comments right now, I'm being serious. Tell me in the comments right now, somebody tell me, and I watched all of season 1 of Solo Leveling. I watched all of it. Tell me what makes Sung Jin Woo any different from any other shonen protagonist. Because that's his whole entire thing is basically just getting stronger and aura farming. That's his whole shtick, is getting stronger and aura farming. And you can't tell me that's not his whole shtick, because the one time that Sung Jin Woo did have an emotional moment where it wasn't him aura farming when his mom woke up, everybody hated him for him. And you can't tell me they didn't, because we just had that whole incident recently where they had that scene where he was crying over his mom, and all the Sung Jin Woo 12-year-old fans who only care about aura farming started hating him because he was crying over the fact that his mom woke up. Like, these people don't care about character development. They only care about flashy lights and aura farming. That's it. This is the aura farming awards, not the freaking, not the anime awards at this point, man. Somebody please tell me what puts this character over Kafka or Frieren. Somebody, hell, better yet, somebody tell me down below. Somebody tell me down below what puts Solo, what other character do you know outside of Sung Jin Woo in Solo Leveling? I'm actually curious. Does anybody actually know? Outside of maybe Igris, and he's just one of the summons. Outside of that, can anybody even tell me? I know it sounds like I'm hitting on Solo Leveling right now, but that's how outrageous this award ceremony was. They were so biased that it's like, holy crap, bro. You're not telling me. You're not telling me that Frieren should not have won that shit. Or Kafka. Best main character? Yeah. That's how you knew this shit was over. Sung Jin Woo was not, he's not a bad main character, but he's just a generic MC. He's just a generic shonen MC at the end of the day. You can't tell me this man's got any depth to him outside of just aura farming. You can't tell me. But anyway, I'm going to stop crashing out about this. This is how you really knew that it was cooked, though. Moving on to the next one, best slice of life. Not too mad about this, though. I honestly thought that, actually, hold on, this is slice of life? Okay, actually, I don't know too much about this, I'm gonna be real. So, yeah, we're just gonna move on here. Congrats to this anime, though. I haven't watched a slice of life in a minute. Frieren did win in the best drama, thank God. Thank God. I thought it was gonna go to Oshinoko at first, but then again, Frieren has been going crazy, so, congrats to them, they didn't get robbed this time. Moving on to the next one. Okay, ReZero. Yeah, this was one of the big ones where there's a lot of stacked ones in here. I thought it was going to go to Konosuba. I'm not going to lie. For me, my votes were either going to be Konosuba, ReZero, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So, no arguments here. It was really close. This best action. Oh my god. This was another robbery from Bleach, bro. And I'm being once again serious when I say this. With season 1 of Solo Leveling, somebody tell me, outside of the Igris versus Sung Jin Woo fight scene, which was animated beautifully, where was the rest of the action at? We're talking compared to Bleach, Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8, Windbreaker even. In what universe does Solo Leveling season 1 deserve the best action, bro? Bleach got robbed out of this, and this one pissed me off a lot. Because once again, outside of that one instance where Sung Jin Woo fought against Igris, you can't tell me what else, as far as action goes, come on now. Come on now. We got Aizen versus freaking, well, Aizen, not Aizen versus anybody, because he didn't fight anybody, but he did have that awesome chair scene with the Kurohitsugi. We had Shunsui's Bankai, we had Mayuri's Bankai, we had Nemu going crazy. Like what are we talking about? Well, how we had Ichibe in the freaking. We had Ichibe and Squad Zero still fighting Yuha. We had Ichigo versus Yuha. We had Ichigo versus Uryu. In what universe did Solo Leveling deserve to win this, bro? Please tell me. Please tell me, man. Bleach got robbed here. Bleach got robbed here. The only other one I'd probably give it to is Kaiju, because they had some pretty cool scenes, or Windbreaker. But even these two aren't touching what Bleach was cooking up last year. No shot. But moving on to the next one, we have, of course, the best comedy. Yeah, Michelle, no arguments here. No arguments here for that one. That's nothing new. I would have gave it to Konosuba for comedy too, but hey, no big arguments here. Moving on to the next one though, Blue Box, best romance. I called it. No big surprise there. Moving on to the next one, best background art, Frieren. Yep, that's no big surprise there. No big surprise there. Best director, yeah, Frieren. Frieren deserved to, Frieren really did get its props, but it also got robbed, bro. It got robbed so hard. There's no way, bro. No way. Don did on for best character design. Who else was here? Honestly, yeah, you know what? As far as character design goes, I think Don Didon was pretty unique. So, yeah, I can give that to them. No complaints here. Now, this is the only one that made sense for Demon Slayer out of all the stuff that they want, was the animation, because the Ufotable was crazy. And honestly, I was going to laugh my ass off if they gave it to Solo Leveling. I was about to laugh my ass off if they gave it to Solo Leveling, if they gave that to it. I was going to lose my mind. Because it was already looking like it was going to be the Solo Leveling Anime or Farming Awards from the jump. But I was like, animation-wise, if Demon Slayer doesn't cook with this, I was about to lose my shit. Because, nah. I was about to lose my shit. Glad they won this, though. Now, this next one, this is how you know the shit was ass. This is how you know who was voting on these awards and who wasn't. Because Ninja Kamui, outside of that main fighting scene that was from the first episode, which is probably the only thing that these new gens were watching, they saw that first episode and said, oh, best original anime. They said Aura Farming, and that was it. This is the Aura Farming Awards. I'm telling you, bro. This was the Aura Farming Awards. Because how did Ninja Kamui win this, bro? How? As bad as it was, bro. That first episode was the only thing it really had going for it, and then it went to shit. How did Ninja... Like, once again, this is how you know who was voting on this, bro. But moving on. Best new series. Oh, man. Over Frieren and Kaiju number 8, bro. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, once again, Solo Leveling Season 1 was great. I loved it. Still love it. Like, that Igris fight scene at the end, beautiful. But you can't tell me that it's better than Frieren and Kaiju. Y'all are smoking something. Now, this was the one that everybody was pissed off about. This is where I say that I'm only going to give the Demon Slayer one the animation, because Demon Slayer Season 4... I mean, Demon Slayer... Yeah, the training arc, my bad. Not Season 4. No, it was Season 4. This over One Piece and Bleach as best continuing series, when the only thing that people remember about this whole entire arc is the last episode, is crazy to me. The only two who should have been in competition for this should be Bleach and One Piece. And honestly, I put either or. I know I'm pretty biased towards Bleach because I watch a lot of Bleach, but One Piece was also putting out bangers. I think this was one that either Bleach or One Piece should have won. How Demon Slayer won this is beyond me. Another robbery. Like, this is once again why I said in the beginning of my video that this was the Aura Farming Awards here. This was the Demon Slayer versus Solo Leveling Aura Farming Awards. That's what this shit was. Holy crap, bro. This, like, once again, just based off the Ninja Kamui winning something is how we knew that this shit was up. But anyway, moving on. Best film of the year, look back. Hey, can't say much there. Can't say much there. I ain't no complaints there. Though I say that Spy Family Code also I think Spy Family Code did pretty well too. Moving on to the next thing though. Anime of the year. And this is the word, like, this is like, bro. Over Frieren, which if I am correct, Frieren won Anime of the Year in Japan. if I am correct. Yeah, no, in 2025, the Tokyo Anime Award Festival recognized that Frieren Beyond Journey's End was animation of the year. But somehow, with the Aura Farming Awards, Solo Leveling won the Crunchyroll Anime of the Year. Like, how, bro? How? Like, once again, if you're gonna just tell by the categories and, like, who won what things, and you actually take a look at some of these anime objectively and what they had in them compared to what has been voted here, you could tell that the bias was real, bro. You could tell the bias was real. Now, I'm going to go ahead real quick and make my own list, and I'm going to put down what I think should have won here. So I'll be right back. Because this was ridiculous. Alright, so starting back from best, sequence. This I don't have a problem with. Me personally, I could care less about it, but then again, I wasn't really hearing any of the other ones either, so I could give Solo Leveling this one. Now moving on to best opening sequence. This I'm not changing either. Don, once again, Creepy Nuts, absolute bangers. Next one, best score. This belongs to Bleach. No questions about it. Let's not even start the cap. Let's not even start the cap. Best score is not going to this. You had one good song, and that's all you had going for you. The rest of it was not that good. It was not that good. This should have gone to Bleach. Moving on to the next one. This one, once again, Don. No complaints there. Must protect at all costs. Boom. Nothing there. In fact, honestly, I'm going to just go move to the ones that I think that should have just been changed. So, best score, this should have been Bleach. Best supporting character, that's fine. Best main character, that should have been Frieren. Best isekai, was that? Yeah, ReZero, that's fine. Best action, Bleach. It's either Bleach, Windbreaker, or Demon Slayer, though Bleach slams all of these out the water. Let's see. Best animation, Demon Slayer, that's fine. Best original anime, it's not Ninja Kamui. In fact, honestly, I would give it to Buchigiri over this. Like, how did Ninja Kamui win this shit? How Ninja Kamui won that is beyond me. Let's see, what else? Best original anime, we just talked about that. Best new series, Frieren. That should have been Frieren. Best continuing series, Bleach or One Piece. Pick your poison. If you're a One Piece fan, you might think it's One Piece. If you're a Bleach fan, you're thinking it's Bleach. But it's between these two. How the fuck this one is beyond me. Film of the year. I'm putting either Spy Family or this, but it's once again same thing. Anime of the year should have been Frieren. Should have been Frieren, bro. Like, once again, I think this was the Aura Farming Awards. And what makes it worse is its recency bias, too, because Season 2 of freaking Solo Leveling was airing around the same time as some of these anime. It wasn't Season 1. Now, if we were talking about Season 2 of Solo Leveling, then I wouldn't be as pissed off about some of these, though I still think Bleach blows it out the water when it comes to best score and best action. But at least there would have been an argument there. But Season 1? Nah, not even close. But without further ado, that's pretty much going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, I love Solo Leveling to death. The anime is at least entertaining to watch. I love the action in it. But outside of the action, there's not really a lot of substance to it. It's basically one dude or farming his way to the top of the tower. That's basically it. And that's what these kids voted for. And that's what Crunchyroll voted for. But whatever, we'll see. Though I better not see this anime talking about the best action when 2026 rolls around, when we got Bleach, One Piece, and a bunch of other bangers floating around that time. This anime better not even be on the radar for any of this, man. I'm being dead ass. I love solo leveling as much as the next person, but it is not all of that. Outside of the action that it does have, you can't tell me that anime has any substance outside of that, bro. You can't. And I'm gonna be real. I'm not even taking it that serious when it comes to this whole entire thing. But it's just ridiculous to see where other anime should have won awards, but because of recency bias and also due to the fact that the new generation of anime watchers doesn't care about actual substance outside of just aura farming, that other anime get basically thrown out to the wayside or through the bin. And once again, with Crunchyroll and Bleach specifically, I would be, me personally, perfectly fine if Bleach didn't even show up for the awards here, because I'm gonna be real, every time they've put Bleach up in here, they've shafted it every single time. And I have a feeling they are biased against Bleach specifically because they lost it to freaking Hulu and Disney. I think they're biased towards it because they lost to Hulu and Disney. So me personally, I'm just getting tired of seeing Bleach getting disrespected out here for real. I'd prefer that I didn't even show up at the awards show for Crunchyroll than have to show up here at all and get disrespected by stuff like Solo Leveling and Demon Slayer, who have not even putting up any inch of the stuff that Bleach has been doing, bro. I'm sorry, there's no way, let alone One Piece. Like, how two of the big three got nothing out of here just goes to show you that these kids only care about that ore farming, bro. Like, if Bleach, Naruto, and freaking One Piece were to be airing around the same time as Solo Leveling right now, same story, everything the same, they would have all lost to Solo Leveling in this award show. They would have all lost because all these kids care about is ore farming. That's all they care about. But, hey, that's just me. That's my opinions about the whole award show. It was basically the Solo Leveling, ore farming, ore show. That's all it was at the end of the day. Not saying that it should have never won any of the awards that it got, because it did deserve to win some of them, but majority of them, those were robberies. Either from Free Rent or from One Piece or Bleach, bro. But, without further ado, that's pretty much my opinion on it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, but there's a lot of robberies going on here.